Hi, I'm Kaylin Butine,
And I'm Jamie Smith from the Thrive Together Network.
and we are sharing a bit about our community, what we do on the network, and our Thriving Artists Map.
We are so excited to share with you. We are a global online community where artists thrive together on our online platform.
And Jamie and I came together. We were both running our own network memberships for female and non-binary artists separately. And we were like, this is silly. We believe in community. Why aren't we collaborating on this? So we just joined together, and there are so many things that we have in common. The biggest one being that we want to support women artists and help them thrive and help ourselves thrive in the process.
We are both artists, and what we have realized is that we wanted to create something that is by artists for artists. So we provide planning tools and resources to support your art career. We also we also give you accountability because that is the biggest thing when you're working alone, and a schedule to foster growth and success. So we do that all because of a loving network of artists that meet together to support one another. And we're so proud of the work we do.
So proud. And all of this work that we do is kind of in this container in this book and curriculum that we call the Thriving Artist Map. I have a copy of it right here. The map is the guide to support your art career and your life. And it is the guide and the map that we follow on the Thrive Together network all year long. It's a yearly curriculum, a yearly program that we do together. It's the best.
And it really is a plan for your art career. And then we have the community accountability to support your individual plan because we know as artists, we all have our own goals. A path as an artist can look different for so many people. So no matter when you're watching this video, it might be at the beginning at January and you want to dive right in and spend a whole year with us, or you might be seeing this at a different part of the year. You can jump in anytime. This book is made so that you can follow along and be supported by community.
Yes, really, it is about this year together. And part of the reason that we planned this for a whole year is because Jamie and I understand that there are just different seasons we go through as artists. There's seasons where we make a lot of art. There's seasons where we have to focus on admin. There's seasons where we have to take a break and rest. There are seasons for showing our work, for getting feedback, for resting some more, for doing some organizing. There's so much that is involved in being an artist, and we have really mapped all of this out to connect to these touch points, but doing it in community is what makes it so special.
So we wanted to start you off. So we have a planning section in the book. So this is at the beginning of 2023. But again, no matter when you're jumping in, go back, set yourself up. And this is where we're going to get started in the book. So there's 16 pages of planning and breaking down your goals because we don't want you to get to March or a few months after making your goals and not have a plan of how to get this all done. So we're going to help you work through that for a whole year.
And really, the map is all of your art career planning in one place. It's like keeping it contained, right? Which is very important and helpful because there's so many moving parts, like I mentioned. And that map, the plan that you develop in the map for your own art career, the secret is that it's combined with the experience of doing it in community. It's that accountability, it's that motivation, it's that encouragement. Those two pieces coming together are really what we think is the special thing about what we offer here at the Thrive Together Network.
So we have taken your year and we've made it into quarters. So quarters is a great planning technique because your year is in 4 sections. So you can set up your quarters really well. We have planning sheets to do that. We check in with finances, we check in with art making. We have your calendar here that mark all of our live sessions together. So these quarters are going to kind of guide you through this year together.
And our sort of bread and butter, the kind of main element, the entree, if you will, of the Thrive Together network is our art and tea sessions. These are live weekly Zoom sessions where we meet to support each other. We share, we learn, we go through activities, and we do breakout sessions, and we get to connect. Like that is what makes it all awesome. And if you're not able to come to the live session, maybe you have another job, maybe you're caring for children, you get to watch the replays. All of our members have access to the replays of every R&T session that we host.
And we have mapped out all of the art and teas that are happening in 2023. So the Thriving Artist Map has everything planned out there for you so you can really think about your year as it's supported within your community.
And every R&T session has coordinating pages in the map. Yes, we are that type A, but it is a beautiful flow. Like we're trying to have this whole map be what helps you flow through this community experience together. And so it was really important to have a placeholder for each session, a place for you to write those reflection notes, for you to take stock of what's happening. And this will become, markers for your own career, for you to see your growth. That is part of, doing this work together and committing to that yearly rhythm.
We also have our podcast, the Thriving Artist Podcast, and our content also flows and connects to the Thriving Artist Map. So we reference this a lot. This is a free resource that you can share around and listen to anytime. And again, just to support you and be here for you.
And another huge, part of being a network member is that we offer 2 virtual art residencies. One takes place in February and one takes place in September. This is where we take a whole month and we just dedicate ourselves to something big in the studio, to getting a bunch of work done. And this might not be a good season for you to participate in one of the art residencies. So these are definitely optional as part of your membership. Not all members participate each time, but we do kind of walk through it together, and it's an amazing experience.
And these art residencies, of course, are baked right into the plan. So they have in the Thriving Artist Map, you can write out your plan and really see the progress that you've made over this time. And this is really dedicated studio time.
Yes, it's so important. So we really believe in this pattern of making art, of getting feedback on that art and showing that art to the world. And we have kind of put these steps into the flow of our year together. So for example, February is a virtual art residency month. We're going to be making a lot of work. March, we have our Crit Crew programs, which we'll share more about in a second, where you get to get feedback on that work. You get to get those questions answered. You get to kind of figure out how that work is working, what it's doing. And then in April and May, in our springtime, we are really dedicating ourselves to exhibiting and showing that work. And we walk you through how to do that in our Taking Up Space initiative.
And the Taking Up Space initiative is really asking our members to show up and take up space in their community, to put on their own art show. And, we have done this now and we've had over 80 exhibitions all over the world. It's such an amazing experience. And we offer a course to guide you through everything. So if you've never done a show or you're not sure if you want to do it, we have everything set up to support you during that time. This is all part of your Thrive membership. And of course, it's optional to participate, but it's also baked right into the Thriving Artist Map as well.
Yes, and as I mentioned, we have Crit Crew programs. These are our sort of support system. This is where you get that feedback, where you really intentionally build some of those relationships and learn about, the ways that others are viewing your work. So you have to be a network member to participate in our Crit Crew programs. These are 9-week small group virtual programs that will really get you on track, get those questions answered that you have in the studio. And again, these are optional to participate in, and they do have an additional cost.
And we also always want to provide rest and breaks, and that is what we need as artists to recharge and get creative. So we will host a in-person retreat happening in June, and we are so excited to be offering that this year. We also, of course, have resources on how to create your own little retreat if you can't make it in person with us.
Yes. We really love doing this work. This feels, like the work that we were put on this earth to do. And Jamie and I feel so lucky to get to do it together and with such an amazing community. We really believe, like, we stand by this idea that if you spend a year with us following the Thriving Artist Map, you are going to have a great art year. Your art career is going to thrive.
And you can join us to do this year together. A hard copy map is $75, and all our members get a free digital download. So join up, be a member, and you'll get your free digital download, and you can always order a hard copy. I love a good hard copy of a good workbook. So
Definitely recommend the beautiful hard copy. So our TTN membership, just really briefly again, is access to the portal, the artist map, art and teas every week, weekly challenges and prompts, those virtual art residencies, the Taking Up Space initiative, so many resources. All of this is only $3.95 for the whole year to access this. Or if you're not sure if you want to commit to a year with us, you can join for a monthly fee, which is at a slightly higher cost of $45. We definitely recommend committing to the $3.95. You get a deep discount when you sign up for a year with us. And the whole program, is built on sort of that year together. But as Jamie said earlier, if you're coming to this video, past the beginning of the year, we would love to have you either way. There's always space for you to plug in and get into this rhythm and start taking advantage of all of these resources so that we can thrive together in our art careers.
together we can be the artists we want to be. Kaylin and I are so excited to do this map this year. We're excited to grow as artists and grow with you. So join us. We're going to make art. We're going to get feedback on our work. We're going to show it. It's going to be an amazing year. So any questions, reach out to us by email or on the network, and we'll see you in 2023.